the ECC Network.
Digital Graphic Imagery is proud to sponsor Molloy College Athletics. For all of your printing and graphic design needs, visit our website at www.dgic.us. Call us at 516-277-9557. DGI is located at 400 Post Avenue, Suite 105, Westbury, New York, right off of exit 32 of the Northern State Parkway. Contact Digital Graphic Imagery for all of your printing and design needs.
Casey's Kitchen and Cocktail is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. Looking for great food close to campus? Casey's is open 7 days a week for dinner, with plenty of salads, sandwiches, and entrees to choose from. Casey's is also open for lunch Thursday through Sunday, and for Sunday brunch. On- and off-site catering is available for all of your needs. For more information, visit caseysrvc.com. At Casey's, you're only a stranger once. 23 North Park Avenue in Rockville Center.
The Schwartz Institute for Physical Therapy and Performance is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. The Schwartz Institute for Physical Therapy and Performance is a full-service sports injury center for rehabilitation, strength and conditioning, and sports enhancement training. The Schwartz Institute has 17 years of experience with athletes. Call 516-798-9605 for more information.
You're watching the home of East Coast Conference Athletics and the Molloy College Lions. This is the ECC Network. Northwell Health, New York State's largest healthcare provider and private employer, is proud to sponsor Molloy College Athletics. With over 23 hospitals, 830 outpatient facilities, and more than 16,600 affiliated physicians, Northwell Health cares for over 2 million people annually in the New York metro area. For more information on our more than 100 medical specialties, visit northwell.edu and follow us at Northwell Health on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Radigan's Pub, your favorite local place. An Irish pub offering dinner 7 days a week in our dining room, outside on our patio, or at the bar. Offering brunch and lunch on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Happy hour every single day, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Enjoy $3.50 beers and $4 wines. Enjoy a specialty corned beef, a special slow brine, slow cooked, tender and lean, delicious year-round. Order jumbo wings or other Irish specialties like shepherd's pie, corned beef platter, fish and chips, corned beef hash, or bangers and mash. The dining room is available for parties. Dine in, take out, get delivery, or the full catering menu. Call 516-486-9127. Visit radiganspub.com and find us on Facebook.
What's the lowdown on Molloy College Athletics? Watch the Lions Lowdown. Hear from your favorite coaches and student athletes of the Molloy College Lions. Watch on MolloyLions.com or follow our YouTube channel, Molloy Lions.
Mercy Medical Center are the proud medical providers of Molloy College Athletics. They are committed to serving the community with state-of-the-art compassionate health care. You can reach them at 516-62-MERCY or on the web at www.mercymedicalcenter.chsli.org.
Rockville Center Hotel is a proud sponsor of Molloy College Athletics. Located at 1 Sunrise Highway in Lynbrook, New York, just a short drive from Molloy's campus. Call 516-596-3000 or visit rockvillecenterhotel.com for more information.
Digital Graphic Imagery is a proud sponsor of Molloy College Athletics. For all of your printing and graphic design needs, visit www.dgic.us or call them at 516-277-9557. That's Digital Graphic Imagery, home for all of your printing and design needs.
Live from Quilly Gymnasium here on the campus of Molloy University, it's time for some ECC basketball right here on the ECC Network. Hello everyone, Tom Verda here alongside longtime high school and AAU coach in the area, Brian McAvoy. Today the Molloy Lions welcome in the visiting Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks here in ECC play. Lions come in at 7-8, a 2-3 mark in conference play, but they have won 4 straight, and they are 5-4 at home this season. Meanwhile, the Redhawks coming in 5-8 and a 1-4 mark against conference play. And Coach, I guess it's no surprise you look at this 4-game win streak for Molloy. They've held the opponents to 60 points or less in 3 of those 4, and that's kind of the bread and butter of Joe Pelican and his teams.
Yeah, it's always defensive end. The other thing too is the college season is a marathon, right?
Yeah.
So what happens now? You can look at, they had a lead the other night, but they won the game and they beat a ranked team.
Yeah.
So you have a staff here that's experienced, that knows what to do defensively, offensively, put the team together. Each of these coaches either have won here and have won at other schools. They know what to do. And, I'm a high school coach. You look at it, our season's it's almost over.
Yeah.
And here, there's another full month to go.
Yep.
Everything's going to be fine. The confidence is good, and you'll see the things come together for the playoff stretch.
The Redhawks coming in, of course, playing this Friday-Sunday road trip. They dropped a tough one at Queens, 68-59 on Friday. And this is a team that has alternated wins and losses over their last 4. We'll get you the starting lineups. The only guard listed in the starting lineup today is Danielle DeCintio, the 5'6 senior from Somers, New York, who led the team in points per game last season and is having a great year as well, 13.1 points per game. Georgia Haverlock, Emily Palmer, Grace Galgano, and Grace Dow, all 4 of those players listed at forward to round out the starting 5, with Haverlock, the team's leading scorer this season, at almost 14 a game for head coach Kevin Clifford, now in his 6th season, the man that led them to their first ever ECC tournament title back in 2021, including a trip to the East Region Finals. For the Lions, the same starting 5 it's been for much of this last stretch. Janelle Moore, along with Isabel Sanchez, Trinity Hudson, and in the front court, Samantha Muller and Danielle Hippner as the Lions win the opening tip, and they are going right to left across your screen here in the home whites. Sanchez on the perimeter, up top now for Janelle Moore, halfway through the timer. Hands back off for Sanchez, gets a high screen from Hudson, tries to penetrate, looking for Hippner down low. 5 on the shot clock. She finds Muller, back to Hippner. 3 to shoot, down to 2. A heave at the buzzer, and would have been a shot clock violation. Nice defensive stand by the Redhawks.
That's the way the Redhawks wanted to start. Good defensive stand right there.
Here the Lions looking to force a turnover of their own, but this one will be last off of Muller, and so it will stay with the Redhawks. They've got some very good three-point shooters on this team. DeCintio, second in the ECC at 41%, and Haverlock doesn't take a ton of them, so she doesn't qualify for the conference rankings, but she's been at 51% when she's put them up. DeCintio with a shot. This one's off front iron, and Trinity Hudson pulls down the board. Here she comes flying up the floor. Now she'll put on the brakes. Up top, it is Sanchez with a long 2, and the Lions open the scoring. Hudson has been a rebounding machine this year, second in the nation at 12 rebounds per game. She's 4th in double-doubles with 10, and it was her rebound that started that sequence for Molloy, and here she gets another.
Yeah, great defensive stance there by Molloy.
Moore, nice feed, finds Muller on the cut, but she just had too much speed and missed the layup. Back comes Haverlock the other way. She'll drive, nice spin, goes up with the left hand, and we're all tied.
We just saw those last 2 possessions. One missed, one made. When you run the floor, only good things happen. Both teams just run the floor.
Haverlock, a former all-conference third-team selection. Hudson, she'll drive. She finds some penetration and lays it up and in.
Really nice move there by Hudson. Ball faked, went right around her man.
Kevin Clifford talking to his bench now, perhaps wanting to emphasize some of the defensive details. Back the other way, a nice offensive rebound. Keeps the set alive, but it looks like was going to be very close to a backcourt violation. In the end, it doesn't matter as DeCintio fires it into the Molloy bench.
A coaching staff, You're never happy with unforced errors. Take care of the basketball. That's all you want.
Left side here is Hudson. On to Hippner. Sanchez. He lofted inside to the post for Muller. Nice reverse move, but it wouldn't fall, and Haverlock pulls down the board. Up ahead for DeCintio. Back to Haverlock. She'll drive again with that left hand. Now the kick. So they keep it moving here and look close to a travel, but won't matter anyway. The shot from Palmer is in and out. Sanchez back the other way. Thought about the three. Kicks off now to Hudson. Left side, Hippner. She's got that range and just a little bit too strong from about 18 feet.
We see Wesleyan definitely wants to push the pace.
There's DeCintio again. We said one of the best three-point shooters in the conference, but Lions with a good hand in her face. They force the air ball. Left side again is Muller. Here is Hudson now. Drive and kick. Muller tries to work inside. Gets to the elbow for a jumper, but that one is off the mark. And the shots haven't been falling quite as easily for Muller as of late, especially from downtown. She's dropped now to 20% from three this season. And now we'll see a sub as Roberts Wesleyan will make their first change of the game, and they bring in Paris Anthony, who's been a very good scorer for them off the bench and can really put up big games like she did against Stack just a couple, in fact, 1 week ago against Stack when she tied her career high with 18 points off the bench.
You would think, Molloy, if they run their offense through, don't settle for that jump shot. That's not a great shot. Maybe don't shoot so early in the shot clock. That's what they do. Work the ball inside.
Anthony paying immediate dividends. Looked like she almost lost the handle for a moment, but was able to regather and lay it up and in to tie this game at 4. Sophomore local product for these Red Hawks out of Rochester, New York. Played her high school ball at Gates Chili. Sanchez steps out for a long two off back iron, and there's Hudson with another board. She's got a handful of them already in the first not even 5 minutes of this contest. Moore, nice feed to Hippner, making the backdoor cut, but the shot was left a bit short.
Really nice look there by, inside to Hippner.
Anthony, the drive and kick, extra pass. They get it up high to Haverlock. Back right side to Anthony. Right corner shot is good. And it's, I think, a long two is the call, but Paris Anthony has come in and immediately put up 4 of Roberts' 6 points here.
Yeah, Coach Clifford, he made that early substitution. He must have had an idea that was going to happen.
And the backdoor cut is open again. Moore finding Hudson, and she is fouled as well, so a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play here for Trinity Hudson.
We're seeing early in the game, Molloy's looking to do that low back. They see something there that they're exposing.
So again, for Hudson, as we've mentioned, probably the most consistent basketball that we've seen her play in terms of night in, night out, always a threat for a double-double. We've always seen flashes of it in the past, but this season it seems like every game she's a real threat, and already with 4 points and 5 rebounds in the first 5 minutes here. And here Roberts stepping out on the boundary lines.
That's what it is. It's consistency, right? She's getting more comfortable and being more confident, inside and out.
Another couple of changes here for the Red Hawks as Coach Clifford continues to find the right combinations here. And it looks like we'll see Cristina Rubio, the sophomore from Spain, for the first time today, as well as the return of Palmer. Sanchez over to the far side. Inside to Hippner. Hudson, she'll think about the 3 ball. Too short. Tapped around, and nice offensive rebound by Sanchez. Gets a fresh 20. Puts on the brakes, and she winds up getting called for the travel. And Coach, I want to get your perspective on Sanchez. I mean, as a coaching staff, I imagine, you try to get a new player who comes into the program to be as comfortable as you can, but having her miss some time in preseason and the beginning of the year, I bet they feel like she's only just maybe now starting to get into that rhythm finally.
Yeah, I think she was catching up. Now she's kind of there, and you could see the team play off her. She's very calming out there.
Long two is up and no good from Palmer. Moore trying to find Hypner again on the inside. Back outside to Moore. Working against Mariana Freeman, who just checked into the game. Now Hypner will try one from deep, and that is good. So a nice long two there from the center. And I know we've seen Hypner work hard to extend her range out the last few seasons, and she's definitely done a good job of that.
Right, she's not just a post player, right? She's really expanded her game.
Anthony going left side to Freeman. She'll drive, kick to the corner. Rubio with the long two, that's short. Nice rebound, though, by Freeman, the transfer from Niagara University at the Division I level. Lions get another stop. They come back the other way with a 3-point lead. Sanchez to Moore. About 3.5 to go in this opening quarter. Moore to the free throw line. Pops, no good. Long pass the other way to Anthony. Left hand, that is blocked by Hypner, and it will stay with Roberts down low, but that's another part of Hypner's game that she's really worked to add to, and she's now 4th in the nation in blocks per game at 3.3 per contest.
She adds that dimension. She's a shot blocker, and as the season's gone on, more shot blocking than fouling, and that's a huge positive.
DeCintio. Looked like she had a clear lane to the hoop. Instead, she passed it off to Anthony, and that leads to a turnover. Up ahead of the pack, it is Sanchez who is fouled, and they're going to charge that one to DeCintio. She's a very good guard for this team, averages over 4 assists per game, and led the conference a couple of years ago in assists, which gives you an idea of the kind of player she can be at the point. They lob it in for Hudson, and she draws the foul from the backside. She'll go to the line for 2. One thing that we've talked about, I know a lot over the years with Hudson, very unique skill set for this level. The height of a forward, so she can rebound like a forward, but she can also handle like a guard, and also great defense, athleticism, length. She really brings a lot of different intangibles to this team.
Yeah, she brings the whole package, and she runs the floor.
Yeah.
You know, and what happens now, they're starting to see that. You know, the guards are starting to see that, and they push it up ahead, and she gets easy buckets.
A former 6-year varsity letter winner at Glen Cove. Led Nassau in scoring as a senior when she was all-state, 24 points per game. So, of course, that was one of the smaller schools, you could say, in the county. So, certainly, I think, had to adjust to the collegiate competition at this level. But really, as we said, playing her most consistent and best ball of her career here right now with the Lions.
Absolutely.
Here is Freeman against Moore. Moore got a hand in there, and here comes Hudson. She's got Moore following up, but Hudson goes all alone and will lay it up and in. She's got 9 early points for the Lions. And a timeout for Coach Kevin Clifford.
Right there, we see the ball handling, the speed, and getting to the basket.
So a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here as, again, the Lions having a nice start to the game. One of the big perks for them, I think, +3 in the turnover battle. It's 4 turnovers for the Red Hawks, just 1 for Molloy, and they've got 4 points off those turnovers.
Right, and I'm sure Coach Clifford's talking about that in the huddle. Like, he's speaking about that. Like, we're beating ourselves also here. You know, it's tough enough playing at Molloy.
Yeah.
You don't want to beat yourself.
Lions doing a nice job on defense so far, holding the Red Hawks to 3 of 12 shooting, so also haven't been giving up many second chance opportunities. Been a good start to them on the defensive side. And it looks like out of the timeout, we're going to see the first change of the day for Molloy as Casey Campo is set to check in. So Campo is in the game, and first change, as we said, to the starting 5 thus far. She replaces Sanchez. Lions force a miss, and here comes Campo up the floor. Over to Moore. Left side goes to Muller. Baseline jumper is good for Samantha Muller.
Great job there by Moore, because I think she kind of had the shot there, but then passed it up for a better shot.
Left side is DeCintio. Back outside for Haverlock. Haverlock drive and kick. DeCintio now. Back to the baseline. She gets it back. Nobody wants to shoot it, it seems like, for Roberts. Finally, they put up a long shot from the outside, and that one is knocked down by Grace Dow. But the team's two leading scorers seems very content to just pass it back and forth on the edge there for a moment.
Yeah, you kind of like, it's kind of puzzling.
Here is Hudson. Looks like maybe a bit of a 2-3 zone being shown here by the Redhawks. Left side to Hippner, inside to Muller, and Muller gets it to go through some contact, not called, but she'll take the two anyway.
That's a great cut there by Muller. Saw the open spot in the zone and went right to it.
DeCintio for three. We said that's her game, and she knocks down the triple.
That's why she should shoot.
So her first bucket of the game, and it makes it 17-11. Final 65 seconds of the quarter. Down to Hippner. Muller, left elbow, no good. Tapped around. Campo gets the board, and a nice second chance bucket for Casey Campo.
Really nice second chance. Went hard to the board, got the rebound.
So the lead is back to 8. DeCintio, nice feed down low to Dow, and this time it wouldn't fall. And another rebound by Hudson, who's getting close to a double-double just in this first quarter. And how about that long stretch pass to Muller for the easy two?
Terrific. Just run the floor. Janelle will find you.
Great feed from Janelle Moore. Up to a 10-point lead, largest of the ball game. Final 20 seconds here of the quarter. Another three from DeCintio is good. And again, I'm sure they had the scout. They know they have to be tighter on DeCintio on the perimeter there.
Yeah, they're going to have to come out and play her out there.
Final 7 seconds of the quarter. Moore into Hippner. Down to three. Got to put something up here to Muller for three at the buzzer. It is good for Samantha Muller, putting the bow on a nice first quarter for Molloy as they have a 10-point lead after one.
Molloy did a really nice job of working that ball around with like little or no time and found the open shot.
So a great way to end it, back in a moment with quarter number 2 here on the ECC Network.
You're watching the home of East Coast Conference Athletics. Available on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and Google Play. This is the ECC Network.
Digital Graphic Imagery is proud to sponsor Molloy College Athletics. For all of your printing and graphic design needs, visit our website at www.dgic.us. Call us at 516-277-9557. DGI is located at 400 Post Avenue, Suite 105, Westbury, New York, right off of exit 32 of the Northern State Parkway. Contact Digital Graphic Imagery for all of your printing and design needs.
This game broadcast is brought to you by Rockville Center Hotel, conveniently located just minutes from Molloy College's campus. Book online or call 516-596-3000.
Back here in Rockville Center, Tom Birdie alongside Brian McAvoy. And Coach, a really nice first quarter from the Lions. I mean, a team that isn't exactly known for always putting up a ton of points, but a 24-point first quarter. I mean, that was, I'm sure the coaching staff's got to be very pleased with how that went.
They have to be extremely pleased. What we see is they're getting on the break. Everybody's run to their spot. They know where their spot is. So whether it's a jump shot, they ran a few back doors, it's there. You just got to get there.
Lions wound up shooting 10 of 20 in that first, and also 3 of 3 from the free throw line, so taking care of business there. Redhawks with the opening possession of the second quarter, and we've got a foul down low away from the ball, and it's going to go against Casey Campo. Roberts Wesleyan did not get to the free throw line in that first quarter, so Lions played that good defense without being forced into fouling. DeCintio looking for something to open up, eventually gets it up high to Freeman. As Coach Clifford calls out the play. Freeman, the driving kick, another three on the way from DeCintio, and she's now got 3 triples in the ballgame.
Molloy may want to look to make an adjustment there because they ran 5 out, and the guard penetrates and kicks, and the kick is wide open.
Left side, it's Yearwood into the game for the Lions. She tries to answer with a 3 ball, but it wouldn't go. Again, as we have been saying, one of the best 3-point shooters in the conference. Came in second to Alana Page's 46% for Damon. It was DeCintio at 41% entering this game, and she's already got 3 of them in the early going, and now Roberts with the ball back. And I suppose if you had a first quarter where you allowed 24 and you're still only down 7 here with 9 left in the second, you got to be pretty happy about that.
You got to be happy, and now your 3-point shooter's starting to heat up.
Feed inside to Freeman, backs it out. There she is again, DeCintio with another 3, and that is cash money again for DeCintio, up to 12 points. She's the game-high scorer.
Yeah, Molloy's got to get out on that. At least get out, or maybe even chase her off the spot.
Yeah, most of them have come from a very similar-looking spot on the floor. Rizzatelli feeds inside. Now they go down low to McCullough, trying to finish through some contact, but couldn't get it to fall. Back comes Freeman. And again, there's DeCintio at the spot. She'll step out for a long 2, and that one's off the mark. So had to create a bit more of her own shot there and couldn't finish. Back comes Hudson, almost had her pocket picked. Now works it along. Here's Yearwood, down to McCullough. 15-footer is no good. Nice follow-up by Rizzatelli. Tries to go back inside to Campo, but poked away from her. Back the other way, DeCintio. The kick, Dow with a long 2, rattles in. And just like that, a 2-point game.
2-point game. Yeah. The Redhawks are up and down, too. Both teams are just going up and down.
8-0 run for the Redhawks, and usually you see Joe Pelicane take an early timeout before a run really gets going, but here comes Freeman looking to tie the game, and she does, 24-24, and there is the timeout from Joe Pelicane, but a 10-0 run by the Redhawks to begin this second quarter and get this one all tied up.
Well, Tom, what we see, too, little adjustments, right? The coach of Wesleyan, he brings in Freeman and takes DeCintio off the ball. So now she's not concentrating on those assists and, I got to get everybody better. It's my turn to score. And it's just like these little things that go on through a ball game by Coach Clifford there. And now we'll see Molloy adjust to that.
Interesting, too, it came at a time where Joe Pelicane tried to get some of the bench players in the game as well, and now I wouldn't be surprised to see more of the starters have to check back into this contest again.
Yeah, I would think so.
So it looks like at the very least Sanchez and Muller are back in the contest. So Sanchez, Rizzatelli, Yearwood, McCullough, and Muller are the 5 out there for the Lions. Sanchez wants to go inside to Muller at the block. Steps out. High arcing shot is good for Muller, and she's had a nice start to the game now, up to 11.
Yeah, Muller's feeling it as a shooter today.
Left side, Freeman, no good. Rebounded by Rizzatelli. Close to a carry. One of the Roberts players called it right out, but they let it play on. Here is Sanchez up high. She gets a screen from Yearwood. Now they want to go inside to McCullough. Little post move down low, too strong on the finish. Back ahead of the pack for Freeman, tries the Euro step, and nice finish for Freeman.
Really nice move there by Freeman. Freeman's very fast, too. She gets up the floor.
Still that 2-3 zone for the Redhawks, and Yearwood will pop from downtown, and why not try the 2-3, especially with the Lions, a team that has kind of struggled to shoot the 3 ball for the last year plus now.
Right. In addition to that, now they have 3 back for the rebounding, too. And until Molloy starts beating it, they're going to stay in it.
And does the zone also help against that backdoor cut that we saw early on from Molloy?
Yeah, because they're already planted back there. A lot of teams, when they teach zone now, it's man principles in a zone.
Right,
so
right.
You're responsible for that man in your area at all times.
All tied at 26. The last lead for Roberts was at 6-4. So it's been quite some time now, but they're battling for it, and they come up with a big offensive rebound there. McKnight checked into the game. She'll launch one up, no good, and pulled in by Yearwood. McKnight came in for Freeman in that last sequence. McCullough, left side. Rizzatelli wide open for three, back iron, but a nice long rebound popped right out to her. Now she kicks. Muller wide open for three, and they're just basically giving Molloy that shot. Back comes DeCintio, 2-on-1 the other way. Bounce pass, beautifully done, and Dow will go up for the easy two. And I believe they're going to look at something on Rizzatelli, perhaps a bit of a cut on her, so she's going to have to get patched up. And the Lions will have the opportunity now to make a sub. Hippner coming in.
DeCintio made a nice move. She drew the defense and kicked it right underneath.
She's now got 3 assists in the contest. Moore up high. 2-point lead for the Redhawks. Moore floating it in to Hippner. Drops it inside for Muller, and that was a very hard sounding foul as Muller going down and will go to the line for 2 and coming up trying to shake that one off.
Muller made a nice cut on the pass. In addition to Muller, she plays so hard, and there's going to be once or twice a game where she's hitting the floor really, really hard. That's how hard she plays.
You know, it's interesting, too, for all of the height that we talked about in the Roberts starting lineup when this game began. They really only have one player that could truly match up with Hippner at a true center spot, and that is Kerrigan Westbay, the freshman, who only averages about 3 minutes per game. So perhaps more opportunities to come for Hippner to take advantage of her height down low in the post today.
Yeah, I think they will start looking for her to post up, her natural position. And the Redhawks just want to go, so they're going to play mostly guards.
A 1-for-2 trip there from Muller brings it back to 28-27. DeCintio. Defended well by Moore. Right side, it's Haverlock, who's had a very quiet game thus far, only 2 points, but she does have 4 assists. Haverlock, nice stop and go. Puts it up in the post, no good. Moore back the other way. Left side, Sanchez back to Moore. She steps into a 3, again no good, and the Lions now 1 of 7 from deep. McKnight kicks into Dow. Free throw line jumper is good.
That foul line jumper was wide open.
And the Redhawks having a lot more success on offense in this second quarter. Now 7 of 12 from the floor. They were only 6 of 17 in the first quarter. Sanchez tried to slip the pass inside. Stolen away. Back comes Galgano down the floor and just couldn't hit it. And now a foul pursuing the rebound.
She missed the layup and then frustration foul. Yeah, you tell young players too, right? The other team has possession of the ball, get down the floor and defend, and they don't. They just want. They're so frustrated they foul.
Nice conversation there between Coach Clifford and one of the officials for today's game, and kickball against DeCintio. And I guess that's part of the coaching, strategy, right? You have to talk to the refs, let them know what you're seeing, or maybe try to get them to kind of see what you're seeing out there a little bit.
Yeah, it depends how you approach it. Yeah. See, he approached it like if he's yelling and screaming and chirping in their ear. But if you see something, you point it out and then you let it go.
Sanchez, little stop and pop in the lane. No good. Back comes DeCintio. Floats it up to the corner. Now again for Dow. Here's DeCintio. For McKnight. Puts up a 3, and that is good. As McKnight able to connect. And again, she had mostly been a starter the last few games, but not starting today. And comes up off the bench with a nice three-point shot. McCullough will try, Yearwood rather, will try a three. That's no good. They feed inside to Dow, and a bit of a late foul call coming in there, but it will be 2 shots for Grace Dow. And definitely feels like the Redhawks have been using that transition game to their to good effect in the second quarter.
Right, good effect. And what happens, Coach Clifford keeps bringing in guards and up-tempo people. Yeah. And Freeman was one of them, so she probably needed a break because she was nonstop. Now she's back, and they're going to look to push again.
Fast break points now are 10-4 in favor of the Redhawks, so they've done well with it as Dow connects on the first. And the lead is now 7 for the Redhawks. Chance to make it 8 here. And they do, so right now Roberts Wesleyan outscoring Molloy 21-3 in this second quarter. Lions 1 of 11 shooting the ball here in the second. I guess you have to say that switch to the zone has paid off up to this point for Roberts, and Muller finally hits a long 2 to break up a 7-0 run.
But I think if you're coaching staff, you'll take that because they missed so many before that.
This one is turned over. Muller with some good D at the top of the defense. Now Sanchez floats it back to Hudson, and looked like she had eyes in the back of her head there.
That was a terrific play. I think she's so used to Trinity run the floor, she knew she was going to be there and just threw it back.
So a good little 4-0 spurt by the Lions, and it brings it back to a 4-point game. Paris Anthony driving to the hoop and able to draw the foul on Hudson. But again, for Molloy, if the recipe is to hold teams under 60, well, right now they've got 35 points already with still 2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, if you're Molloy, at halftime, they'll talk about tightening up this D.
McKnight again will try a three-point shot. That is no good. She had hit one just a few moments ago, but this time an air ball. And so Molloy will inbound it here. 2:10 left to go in the half in a 4-point contest. Left side, Hudson. Moore. Hudson was open left side, but instead they go far side to Sanchez for 3, and she will cash in. So 1-point game again. Here comes Haverlock for DeCintio. Rubs the screen on Moore there. And DeCintio for 3. Too short. And it will be Molloy basketball with 1:36 to go.
I think this is how it's going to go the whole afternoon, back and forth like this.
It's been a very fun contest. Hope you've been enjoying it as well here on the ECC network and staying warm. It is not a warm day here on the island, that's for sure. That one is tipped out last off of the Redhawks, so it will stay with Molloy down low, 17 on the shot clock.
The Redhawks went back to their man-to-man defense that last possession.
Moore gets it in quickly. A quick shot by the Lions, but didn't quite come off on the inbounds play. Right side for Haverlock. Drive and kick for Dow. Back up top for DeCintio. As Coach Clifford calls out the play, DeCintio with 12 to shoot. Left side, Haverlock. Spinning. Picked up her dribble. Now finds DeCintio. Nice pass inside, and Hippner rising up. Joe Pelicane is not happy with that foul call, but they get it on Hippner, and that means free throws on the way for Emily Palmer.
That looked like a clean block from here. But that was a set play. Guard brings it across the baseline, and the big play just drops lane.
First free throw on the way from Palmer. And that one is good. She came in just 2 of 5 on the season from the stripe. Hits her first here, and a chance for another one. That is good as well. So taking care of business at the stripe, and it is a 3-point game with under a minute left in the first half. Moore over to the right side for Sanchez. Almost had her pocket picked. Now she'll drive it left side. Kick to Muller. Moore inside. Sanchez trying to post up. She thought she may have been fouled. No call there. Haverlock. The feed down low. And Hippner may have gotten a piece of that one against Palmer. Shot clock is now turned off. Molloy can hold for one if they choose. And Sanchez is fouled on the perimeter there by DeCintio. Number 2 on her, but just the third against the team, so they had a couple still to give. 18.9, to go. Sanchez creates her own 3-point shot, back iron. Hudson, the big rebound. Down to 8 seconds left. Down to 7, Moore, 5. Down to 3, Janelle Moore, down to 2, Moore all the way, puts it up, a late foul call against Dow, and Janelle Moore will be going to the line for 2.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You got to get to the basket. Time's running out. She drew the foul, and, that's good officiating. A foul's a foul, even if there's no time left.
So we'll see if they're going to, they put a little bit of time back up, 0.3 on the clock, but it'll be Janelle Moore at the line to shoot 2 and a chance to bring this back to a 1-point game if she can hit both heading into halftime. On the season, a 78% free throw shooter is Moore, and she's able to knock down the first. One more on the way is good. A chance for a quick catch and heave, and they won't even get it up. Halftime, and I guess you'd have to say a pretty well-deserved scoreline. A great first quarter by Molloy, followed by a great second quarter by Roberts Wesleyan, and we've got a 1-point game at the break.
An entertaining game, right? Both teams are executing what they want to do. It's who's going to stop who. But I think this is a good game. This is a fun game.
And for Molloy, I guess, is one of the biggest questions for them going into the second, how to better attack this Roberts Wesleyan zone if they stay in that zone.
Yeah, coming down, later in the half, you could see Muller was at the foul line, Hippner was down low. Muller missed her a couple times. Danielle was, posting up. She could have threw the ball. She didn't. She took the shot. All right, maybe she didn't see her, but I think they'll talk about that at halftime.
Muller is leading all scorers with 14 points in that first half. Trinity Hudson already with a double-double, 11 and 10 in the first half alone, so we'll see where she winds up. For Roberts Wesleyan, 2 players also in double figures. DeCintio with 12, all of them courtesy of that 3-point shot, and Grace Dow, who had a nice second quarter and finishes with 10 on 4 of 6 shooting. But again, it is a 1-point game, 37-36 is the lead for the Red Hawks at the break. Don't go anywhere. We'll have a great second half just moments away here on the ECC Network.
You're watching the home of East Coast Conference Athletics. Available on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and Google Play. This is the ECC Network.
Digital Graphic Imagery is proud to sponsor Molloy College Athletics. For all of your printing and graphic design needs, visit our website at www.dgic.us. Call us at 516-277-9557. DGI is located at 400 Post Avenue, Suite 105, Westbury, New York, right off of exit 32 of the Northern State Parkway. Contact Digital Graphic Imagery for all of your printing and design needs.
Casey's Kitchen and Cocktail is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. Looking for great food close to campus? Casey's is open 7 days a week for dinner, with plenty of salads, sandwiches, and entrees to choose from. Casey's is also open for lunch Thursday through Sunday, and for Sunday brunch. On and off-site catering is available for all of your needs. For more information, visit caseysrvc.com. At Casey's, you're only a stranger once. 23 North Park Avenue in Rockville Center.
The Schwartz Institute for Physical Therapy and Performance is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. The Schwartz Institute for Physical Therapy and Performance is a full-service sports injury center for rehabilitation, strength and conditioning, and sports enhancement training. The Schwartz Institute has 17 years of experience with athletes. Call 516-798-9605 for more information.
You're watching the home of East Coast Conference Athletics and the Molloy College Lions. This is the ECC Network. Northwell Health, New York State's largest healthcare provider and private employer, is proud to sponsor Molloy College Athletics. With over 23 hospitals, 830 outpatient facilities, and more than 16,600 affiliated physicians, Northwell Health cares for over 2 million people annually in the New York metro area. For more information on our more than 100 medical specialties, visit northwell.edu and follow us at Northwell Health on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Radigan's Pub, your favorite local place. An Irish pub offering dinner 7 days a week in our dining room, outside on our patio, or at the bar. Offering brunch and lunch on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Happy hour every single day, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Enjoy $3.50 beers and $4 wines. Enjoy a specialty corned beef, a special slow brine, slow cooked, tender and lean, delicious year-round. Order jumbo wings or other Irish specialties like shepherd's pie, corned beef platter, fish and chips, corned beef hash, or bangers and mash. The dining room is available for parties. Dine in, take out, get delivery, or the full catering menu. Call 516-486-9127. Visit radiganspub.com and find us on Facebook.
What's the lowdown on Molloy College athletics? Watch the Lions Lowdown. Hear from your favorite coaches and student athletes of the Molloy College Lions. Watch on MolloyLions.com or follow our YouTube channel, Molloy Lions.
Mercy Medical Center are the proud medical providers of Molloy College Athletics. They are committed to serving the community with state-of-the-art, compassionate health care. You can reach them at 516-62-MERCY or on the web at www.mercymedicalcenter.chsli.org.
Rockville Center Hotel is a proud sponsor of Molloy College Athletics. Located at 1 Sunrise Highway in Lynbrook, New York, just a short drive from Molloy's campus. Call 516-596-3000 or visit rockvillecenterhotel.com for more information.
Digital Graphic Imagery is a proud sponsor of Molloy College Athletics. For all of your printing and graphic design needs, visit www.dgic.us or call them at 516-277-9557. That's Digital Graphic Imagery, home for all of your printing and design needs.
MolloyLions.com is your official online home for Molloy College Athletics. Game recaps, highlights, stats, exclusive stories and interviews, and much, much more. All on your online home for Molloy College Athletics, www.MolloyLions.com.
Casey's Kitchen and Cocktails, a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. For over 15 years, Casey's has been a staple in the Rockville Center community, home to an outstanding staff and loyal customer base. At Casey's, you're only a stranger once. 23 North Park Avenue in Rockville Center. Northwell Health, New York State's largest healthcare provider and private employer, is proud to sponsor Molloy College Athletics. Northwell Health is home to over 76,000 employees who are working to change healthcare for the better. For more information on our more than 100 medical specialties, visit northwell.edu. Follow us on social media at Northwell Health.
Radigan's Pub is proud to sponsor Molloy Athletics. Radigan's Pub is an Irish pub offering dinner 7 days a week in our dining room, outside our patio, or at the bar. Dine in, take out, get delivery, or enjoy the full catering menu. Call 516-486-9127, visit radiganspub.com, or find us on Facebook. Radigan's Pub, your favorite local place.
MolloyLions.com is your official broadcast home for Molloy College Athletics. Hear all the exciting action of every Molloy Lions game live right here on MolloyLions.com. Remember, your home for Molloy College Athletics is www.MolloyLions.com.
This game broadcast is brought to you by Rockville Center Hotel, conveniently located just minutes from Molloy College's campus. Book online or call 516-596-3000. You're watching the home of East Coast Conference Athletics. Available on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and Google Play. This is the ECC Network.
Digital Graphic Imagery is proud to sponsor Molloy College Athletics. For all of your printing and graphic design needs, visit our website at www.dgic.us. Call us at 516-277-9557. DGI is located at 400 Post Avenue, Suite 105, Westbury, New York, right off of exit 32 of the Northern State Parkway. Contact Digital Graphic Imagery for all of your printing and design needs.
Casey's Kitchen and Cocktail is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. Looking for great food close to campus? Casey's is open 7 days a week for dinner, with plenty of salads, sandwiches, and entrees to choose from. Casey's is also open for lunch Thursday through Sunday, and for Sunday brunch. On- and off-site catering is available for all of your needs. For more information, visit caseysrvc.com. At Casey's, you're only a stranger once. 23 North Park Avenue in Rockville Center.
The Schwartz Institute for Physical Therapy and Performance is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. The Schwartz Institute for Physical Therapy and Performance is a full-service sports injury center for rehabilitation, strength and conditioning, and sports enhancement training. The Schwartz Institute has 17 years of experience with athletes. Call 516-798-9605 for more information.
You're watching the home of East Coast Conference Athletics and the Molloy College Lions. This is the ECC Network. Northwell Health, New York State's largest healthcare provider and private employer, is proud to sponsor Molloy College Athletics. With over 23 hospitals, 830 outpatient facilities, and more than 16,600 affiliated physicians, Northwell Health cares for over 2 million people annually in the New York metro area. For more information on our more than 100 medical specialties, visit northwell.edu and follow us at Northwell Health on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Radigan's Pub, your favorite local place. An Irish pub offering dinner 7 days a week in our dining room, outside on our patio, or at the bar. Offering brunch and lunch on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Happy hour every single day, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Enjoy $3.50 beers and $4 wines. Enjoy a specialty corned beef, a special slow brine, slow cooked, tender and lean, delicious year-round. Order jumbo wings or other Irish specialties like shepherd's pie, corned beef platter, fish and chips, corned beef hash, or bangers and mash. The dining room is available for parties. Dine in, take out, get delivery, or the full catering menu. Call 516-486-9127. Visit radiganspub.com and find us on Facebook.
What's the lowdown on Molloy College athletics? Watch the Lions Lowdown. Hear from your favorite coaches and student athletes of the Molloy College Lions. Watch on MolloyLions.com or follow our YouTube channel, Molloy Lions.
Mercy Medical Center are the proud medical providers of Molloy College athletics. They are committed to serving the community with state-of-the-art compassionate health care. You can reach them at 516-62-MERCY or on the web at www.mercymedicalcenter.chsli.org.
Rockville Center Hotel is a proud sponsor of Molloy College athletics. Located at 1 Sunrise Highway in Lynbrook, New York, just a short drive from Molloy's campus. Call 516-596-3000 or visit rockvillecenterhotel.com for more information.
Digital Graphic Imagery is a proud sponsor of Molloy College athletics. For all of your printing and graphic design needs, visit www.dgic.us or call them at 516-277-9557. That's Digital Graphic Imagery, home for all of your printing and design needs.
MolloyLions.com is your official online home for Molloy College athletics. Game recaps, highlights, stats, exclusive stories and interviews, and much, much more. All on your online home for Molloy College athletics, www.MolloyLions.com.
Casey's Kitchen and Cocktails, a proud sponsor of Molloy athletics. For over 15 years, Casey's has been a staple in the Rockville Center community, home to an outstanding staff and loyal customer base. At Casey's, you're only a stranger once. 23 North Park Avenue in Rockville Center.
And a welcome back here to Quealy Gymnasium in Rockville Center. Time for the second half between Molloy and Roberts Wesleyan here in ECC play. Tom Verdi alongside longtime high school and AAU coach on the island, Brian McAvoy. And Coach, as we kind of talked about at the end of the first, both teams with a really good quarter. It was Molloy in the first, Roberts Wesleyan in the second, and a really entertaining game in that first half.
I think, yeah, and I think we're in more for the same. I think also it's whatever team adjusts to what the other team is doing well will come out ahead.
Lions right now sitting 6th in the conference and Roberts in 8th, so each of these teams, of course, will want to get a win today and improve their chances, of course, of reaching that postseason. Sanchez getting things started with a 3-ball to begin this second half, and the Lions are now back in front, 39-37.
Molloy ran a really nice set there to get her the ball.
DeCintio on the left side. They dump it inside. Down in the post, a good finish on the inside by Palmer.
Great finish by Palmer. Kind of too easy there. There was no help, but great move.
Back with Sanchez, 20 on the timer. Crosses it over to her left. Will kick to Muller for a long 2 from the corner. That's an air ball, but nice follow by Sanchez, and she cashes in.
Sanchez is feeling it today.
Feels like one of her best games in a Molloy uniform. She's now up to 10 points here. From 3, it's Dow. That's no good. And again, for Molloy, 3 different players now in double figures scoring. That's a nice perk for Joe Pellicane.
That's a great thing when you distribute the points like that.
Left side for Hudson. As we told you at the end of the first half, already with a double-double. She's got 11 and 11 at the moment. 10 left to shoot. Her 11th double-double of the year. Moore to her left. The kick. Hippner. Nice 2 from around the right elbow. Knocks it down.
And that's the other dimension of Hippner's game we were talking about earlier, is that she could step out and hit that jump shot.
Moore coming up with a steal, but just couldn't grab the handle to go for a transition layup. So instead, they'll go down to Hudson, and Hudson is leaned on and fouled. Or no, check that. They're going to say she stepped out before the contact.
Yeah, I thought there was contact, but they see, the referee saw it differently.
And that's what Joe Pelican, of course, is asking. What happened first, the step out or the contact? And as we know, sometimes a little bump can lead a player right out of bounds. So we'll just call it good defense, I suppose, for Roberts Wesleyan, as here after that turnover, DeCintio checks out. And checking back in, we see Mariana Freeman, who had some nice moments in the first half as well.
Yeah, she speeds the game up for them.
As we told you, a Division I transfer from Niagara. Before that, she won 3 section titles at Bishop Kearney and was an all-Greater Rochester pick 3 times. Good finish there from Dow, who continues to have that nice mid-range jumper going.
Yeah, Dow has a very nice touch.
And this time Hudson draws the contact as she was driving inside and drew some contact there from Grace Galgano. First team foul and the third against Galgano. Moore gets it into Hipner for a free throw line pop, no good. Back the other way in transition, Haverlock inside the paint will kick out, and a 2 is up and no good from Palmer. Nice offensive board. They set it up for Dow. That one no good, and on the back side it was Palmer jumping against Moore, and they say last off of Janelle Moore.
We see Palmer, she fills a role for them. Either rebounding, the little things, she fills a role.
Back comes Paris Anthony in the game. She played 6 minutes and had 4 points in that first half and made an impact right away when she came in the first. Here Palmer is dispossessed. A great job by Muller to save it, and then Sanchez, I think, was just trying to throw it off her leg and out, but it is off of Molloy and out, and the bigger concern now is that Muller is very slow to get up on that far side. And not a lot of room, as we know, Coach, on that far side. The bleachers really right on top of the floor.
Right on top of you, and if you're sitting there, you're going to catch a player eventually.
And looks like maybe a right hip or right thigh issue right now for Muller, and the good news is at least that she's been able to walk off under her own power, so we'll see. Hopefully she'll be able to return for the Lions. She's been a big part leading the team and leading all scorers with 14, and here Paris Anthony called for the walk.
So we're going to see Wesleyan come up now and press.
So it's certainly a look that we have not seen from them yet in the game, and Janelle Moore, right side here. Hudson will pop for 3, in and out. Tough rim there for Trinity. Long pass down the floor. Pretty good look there in the end from Freeman, but it just wouldn't go.
Yeah, nice move there by Freeman.
Moore now will try a lob to the left corner. Sanchez inside to Hudson, and that one hit the side of the backboard. And again, it will be Roberts pushing it in transition inside to Dow. Nice hands by Janelle Moore. I think she got her hand in there, and here she comes leading the fast break. Misses the layup, and then Sanchez is tied up and fouled on the rebound.
I think Moore took her eye off the basket there. It looked it, right?
Yeah, just got that ball way too high off the backboard, and again, give Sanchez a lot of credit. She's had a couple of nice offensive rebounds to begin this second half. The foul there was charged to Palmer, just her first, and the team's second early in this third quarter. And referees now talking things over, perhaps about maybe the shot clock or where that should be at this point. And they're going to put the 20 up there, so Moore will inbound and gets it into Hudson, goes right up with it for 2. DeCintio is back in the game for Roberts. Hands it off for Freeman. Freeman creates her own shot and hits on the long 2.
Freeman's a really good all-around player. I mean, she could shoot, she gets to the basket, she makes the teammates better.
Came in averaging about 10 points per game off the bench. And here a turnover by Molloy, and back comes Freeman. Through traffic, again creates her own shot, and again knocks it down.
Yeah, she made the play, sped up the ball, the drive there, and then pulled up for a shot.
She's up to 8 points as the game is now tied again at 45 all. Hypner back outside to Campo. Right side to Moore. She'll try a three. That's too short. Nice rebound by Campo. And a big block there by Haverlock. Here she comes the other way. Haverlock for Anthony, and a big block the other way. Hypner getting back in transition. And then DeCintio coming in through the back of Moore. And I believe that is now 3 on DeCintio.
Yeah, they can't afford her to be in foul trouble. And both teams getting up and down the floor. I like to see Hypner when she catches at the free throw line to turn and see the basket, face the basket, because she has a jump shot wide open.
30-second timeout will be taken here. And it does feel like they're giving Hypner a lot of attention, right? She caught that ball. It felt like there were 2 black shirts immediately trying to swarm her, which also means that somebody is going to be open for Molloy. As you said now, turn, maybe try to find that player.
Right, because what happens when they overplayed her, either they're going to drop back down because they don't think she's going to shoot, right, or she may have somebody down low there.
So again, we are all tied at 45 here, 5:12 to go in this third quarter. It's been a fun one here, and still Samantha Muller leading all scorers with 14, and it looks like she's going to check back in, which is a nice sign for Molloy after she went in hard towards the stands just a few moments ago, and so good to see her back. So it looks like it'll be Campo, Muller, Hudson, Moore, and Hypner as the 5 right now for Molloy.
Usually they'll win that one when you hit the stands.
And just as quickly as she came out with those 3 fouls, DeCintio is now back in, so they're trusting her to play smart with 3 right now for Roberts. And Paris Anthony comes up with a rebound. Up ahead of the pack, here is Haverlock, puts it on the floor, kicks out to Anthony, left side. Now DeCintio is open for 3. No good, but a foul down low as Haverlock was bowled over by the combination of Hudson and Campo.
Yeah, they drove her out of the lane.
So they get it on Campo, her second, and the team's first. And that will give Roberts a fresh 20 down low. DeCintio the kick for Anthony. And from the elbow, that one rattles out. Left side to Hudson. Here is Hypner. You hear the call from the bench. Watch the cutters. They want to make sure they're not falling for that baseline cut. And here Muller knocks down the shot, and they're signaling a foul as well after. And it's going to be against, I believe they're signaling against Haverlock here.
Yeah, they said she pushed Trinity Hudson.
So that's going to give the possession right back to Molloy, as Coach Clifford is asking for the explanation here, but he'll get a quick sub in as Grace Dow will check back in. So they get the bucket, now they get a possession out of it.
Yeah.
Quick inbounds play right to Moore, and she will cash in for a quick 2.
Yeah, that was a drawn-up play there.
Nice little 4-0 spurt by the Lions. Back to a 4-point lead. Dow puts it on the floor, goes to the left side. Nice little fake, got Hypner up, and then was able to finish, and Hypner looks like she may have turned her ankle a bit here.
Yeah, she's limping a little bit.
Battled some injuries last year, and as we know, this Molloy team looks a lot different when Hypner is and is not available, so right now she's shaking it off. Hudson tried to go outside to Hypner. That was stolen away by Freeman. And again, Freeman from that mid-range spot, this time no good. And Hypner and Hudson both battling for that rebound between the two of them. Inside to Hypner. Back outside. Moore. Nice finish from Janelle.
Good read there by Janelle Moore.
(51-47) here. Nice feed inside. Heck of a look there by DeCintio, setting it up for Grace Dow.
Dow's been really good at slashing down the middle there.
Dow's now got 16 points in this game. She came in averaging just about 7 per contest, so a really big game for her today. And here is Moore, gets the high screen from Hypner, now feeds to Muller. Quick turn and shoot is good. Seems like the Lions have been able to find some space around that free throw line area.
Yeah, it's wide open. The Redhawks also, they have to do a better job of defending Muller. She's just got open shots and she's hitting them.
What a feed by Anthony. Somehow finds Dow for another easy 2, and Grace Dow is now up to 18 in the ballgame. Hudson, the kick. Muller stolen away. Freeman goes to DeCincio ahead of the pack, lays it up and in, and again, you can't say enough about the impact Freeman has had on this Redhawks team.
She has such quick hands, and she reads offenses really, really well.
All tied up at 53. This one too tall for Hypner, and back comes Freeman again. She wants to go right at Moore, and Moore almost able to get a tie-up, but instead she's called for a foul, and this will be on the floor on the reach-in.
Freeman also, the way she plays, it looks like she has another gear. Like she's going, and boom, then even a quicker gear.
So far for Freeman, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 steals. Quick inbounds play to Dow, and she's got 20. I guess normally you'd have to be concerned that your leading scorer, Haverlock, only has 2, but not when Dow's having the game she's having.
And I think the game should go through her now.
They feed inside again. Molloy to their most reliable source today, Muller. And she is fouled, and she'll have a chance to get to 20 if she can go 2 of 2 here. So yeah, sometimes I guess, whatever game plan you have, at some point you may have to throw it out the window when a player is having a special game like it seems like Dow is.
Right. It's like you get these teams that all they do is play man-to-man, and then you play them, and then they're playing like a 3-2 zone. You're like, oh, what do we do? Right? You got to adapt. And I think that's what both these teams are doing.
Dow has really started to heat up the last few games. Going back to before the holiday break, 19 points against Mansfield, 18 against Lake Erie, and then in her first game since December against Queens, only had 6, but now she's got 20 in this contest, so 3 of the last 4 she has been outstanding for this Redhawks team, as Muller hitting the first.
The Redhawks, they're going to have to know where Muller is now, because she's not missing too many shots.
Before this season, her previous career high was 12, so we can confirm a new career high for Dow today with 20. Muller up to 20 as well after going 2 of 2, and again, all tied at 55 with 1:20 left in the third quarter of what has been a fantastic ECC contest. They feed inside to Dow. She's called for the walk, and so Molloy will have it back. And
yeah, that was definitely a travel.
So Sanchez will inbound the ball. Roberts showing that 2-3 zone at the other end of the floor, and Hypner is out for McCullough. Freeman is also out for Roberts with DeCincio checking back in. So here comes Moore. Right side, Sanchez. Into the middle for Hudson. They tried to move it quickly, but it was well read. Good hands on the passing lane. Back the other way for Haverlock. Bounce pass inside to Dow. Nice post move, and they wave it off for a travel, and the Roberts Wesleyan bench is fully up in arms there.
The first one I could see was a travel. I don't know if that was a travel.
Didn't really look like it from our angle.
No, the up and under, she sold it. That's what you want when you're up and under. You sell it. It does look like you're traveling, but you're not.
Left side, Janelle Moore knocks it down. Lions back in front by 2. The only game this season Haverlock has less than 9 points was against St. Rose, who was the #1 scoring defense in the nation for much of the year. So, again, it shows you what a good job Molloy's been doing. No good from Dow. Muller the rebound, keeps it alive to Sanchez, and then Sanchez spills it out of bounds. So, a nice break here for Roberts. They can now hold for the final possession of the third quarter as Freeman checks back in here. Haverlock will inbound the ball. DeCintio has her pocket picked again by Moore. And Moore lays it up and in for the bucket.
Great play there by Moore.
Final 7 seconds of the quarter. Freeman flying ahead of the pack. The kick, Anthony wide open for 3. How about it from Paris Anthony? And a deflating end to the third quarter for Molloy with that late 3. And we've got a 1-point contest heading into the fourth.
After Janelle Moore makes that great steal and basket, you got to sprint back. You got to know where their players are.
Yeah, too easy there for Anthony. And again, a great heady play by Freeman to make that happen. But 1 quarter left to play, a 1-point game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment here on the ECC Network.
Northwell Health, New York State's largest healthcare provider and private employer, is proud to sponsor Molloy College athletics. Northwell Health is home to over 76,000 employees who are working to change healthcare for the better. For more information on our more than 100 medical specialties, visit northwell.edu. Follow us on social media at Northwell Health.
Radigan's Pub is proud to sponsor Molloy Athletics. Radigan's Pub is an Irish pub offering dinner 7 days a week in our dining room, outside our patio, or at the bar. Dine in, take out, get delivery, or enjoy the full catering menu. Call 516-486-9127, visit radiganspub.com, or find us on Facebook. Radigan's Pub, your favorite local place.
MolloyLions.com is your official broadcast home for Molloy College Athletics. Hear all the exciting action of every Molloy Lions game live right here on MolloyLions.com. Remember, your home for Molloy College Athletics is www.MolloyLions.com.
Back here in Rockville Center, Tom Birdie alongside Brian McAvoy. And, Coach, it's been about as fun of a game as we could hope for. A 1-point contest heading into the fourth. Both offenses clicking at different times. And Roberts Wesleyan starts the quarter looking to grab the lead back.
Yeah, I think who wins is whoever's hot at the end here.
DeCintio handing off for Freeman on the edge. Freeman, nice drive, gets through the Molloy defense, splitting them down the center, and then fouled on her way to the cup.
There's another dimension to Freeman's game. She's driving to the basket now. She's finding the shooters. Now she's trying to get to the basket herself.
So a chance for her to shoot 2 at the line. First one is good on the season for Freeman, 82% free throw shooter. Again, as we told you, a player with a Division I pedigree and certainly looks to have another gear, as we talked about in this contest, and has really been showing it. Hits both, a 60-59 lead for Roberts to begin this fourth now. McCullough up top, right side for Hudson. Sanchez, she'll put it on the floor, the drive and kick. Muller steps out to create her own shot, and that one is well off the mark, and Hudson winds up getting called for the foul in pursuit of the rebound.
Yeah, the Redhawks went back into their 2-3 zone there. Molloy's just got to be patient.
And 2 very quick team fouls now inside the first 45 seconds for Molloy, so see if that winds up playing a factor in the end here. Haverlock up top for DeCintio. Inside for Dow. She kicks to the corner. Extra pass to Freeman. Another one to the corner for Anthony. And Anthony is fouled on the way by McCullough. 3 team fouls already for the Lions. And again, you know, we talked about it before. Sometimes you have to change your game plan. And how about the impact of both Anthony and Freeman have both come off the bench today and been really big pieces of what Roberts Wesleyan has done.
You know, it's 2 different type of players, right? You have more of a guard speed player than it, and then Anthony gives you toughness.
Yeah.
Like, she goes to the basket hard. She got key rebounds. So really good substitutions there by Coach Clifford.
Nothing there for McCullough. Back the other way. Freeman, the pull-up 3. It is good. And it is a 6-point lead for the Redhawks, who have all the points thus far in the fourth. And a timeout will be taken by Joe Pelicane. It'll be a full timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout here as well, with, again, the Redhawks now leading it 65-59.
You're watching the home of East Coast Conference Athletics. Available on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and Google Play. This is the ECC Network.
Digital Graphic Imagery is proud to sponsor Molloy College Athletics. For all of your printing and graphic design needs, visit our website at www.dgic.us. Call us at 516-277-9557. DGI is located at 400 Post Avenue, Suite 105, Westbury, New York, right off of exit 32 of the Northern State Parkway. Contact Digital Graphic Imagery for all of your printing and design needs.
This game broadcast is brought to you by Rockville Center Hotel, conveniently located just minutes from Molloy College's campus. Book online or call 516-596-3000.
Back here at Quilly, a 7-0 run to start the quarter for Roberts, which means a 10-0 run going back to that buzzer-beating three-pointer. And what have you seen from the Redhawks in the last few minutes, Coach?
They turned it up defensively, and they're really getting out on the break.
Those two things kind of go hand in hand, I imagine, too, right?
Right. So Molloy went back to what they know. Get the ball to the post and score easily.
We haven't seen Hypner, I don't believe, since it looked like she may have turned her ankle. So you wonder if this is just normal rest for her or if perhaps they're being a bit cautious with her. And we've seen McCullough in the game since then as they get this one as a walk against Dow.
Yeah, that's the second time Dow did it. She catches it and then she drags both feet.
And again, I think now another player for Molloy with blood on their jersey. And so a quick 20 seconds on the clock for them to try to get that cleaned off the jersey, but otherwise they'll have to send a sub in here for Sanchez. And Sanchez is already very quickly patched up and ready to come back out. And we talked about it a little bit as well, too, Coach, for Molloy with Sanchez, one of her best games that we've seen her play so far for Molloy.
Yeah, no, her shot was working. She runs the offense for them, and she's more and more confident as each game comes. She's more and more confident.
Her season high is 13 against Caldwell a little over a week ago, so similar situation. She's got 10 today and has looked about as effective as that too. So right side, Freeman, the drive and kick. Haverlock puts up the shot, no good, and Sanchez has had some key rebounds today as well. Gets another one there. Moore inside to Hudson. Quick pop is up, and the bank is open for Trinity Hudson. 15 and 12 now for Hudson. Haverlock, the drive and kick. Anthony gets the flyby and then puts up the two. No good. Tapped around and last off of McCullough.
Yeah, it seems like Anthony, she'll shoot the ball.
Yeah.
It's not that she's passing up shots.
Definitely seems like a savvy player. She knows how to get herself some decent looks out there.
Yeah, she uses her body for separation too. Even We see it now.
Quick inbounds play. Galgano on the handoff, and they're going to get it as an offensive. So moving screen against Galgano off the inbounds play. And just like that, she's going to check back out. And they will go back to Palmer in the game. 4th foul against Galgano. Coach Pelicane calling out the play to make sure that Janelle Moore is aware, and Coach Clifford a little bit frustrated at that call going against his squad, but here they go inside to Muller, and that is good. 22 points for Samantha Muller. That's a game high. Flying back the other way, DeCintio seemed like she was out of control there and maybe gets bailed out by the fact that this is last off of Janelle Moore.
I think she lucked out there because Coach Clifford's, he's asking for a foul. There was no foul.
And so now a timeout taken by Roberts Wesleyan, and this will be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. And for Muller, her career high in a Molloy uniform was 20 points against Chestnut Hill back in November, so she's now got a Molloy career high for her with 22 in this contest on 9 of 17 shooting. And what have you liked about Muller's game so far today?
I think she's a good player and she doesn't think much out there, which is good. She catches, she shoots. If she's got to go to the basket, she gets rebounds. She's not overthinking because it's like. Good players, they're going to miss shots. Yeah. You can't let it get to you. The next one you'll hit, and I think that's what she does. She catches, she shoots. If she misses, she'll catch, she'll shoot.
Yeah, early on in the game, it looked like maybe DeCintio's confidence was shaken after she started, I think it was 0 of 3, and then she starts shooting, and all of a sudden she hits 4 3-pointers and, starts cooking. So sometimes, that's what you need from your shooters. And here, DeCintio with a nice feed inside to Palmer. You can see how badly she wanted the end one there, but instead she'll have to settle for 2 at the line.
Right. DeCintio does, and Palmer do a nice job of running that because DeCintio has the reputation as a scorer. So I think they'll drop down and try and stop her, and then here comes Palmer down the lane.
DeCintio having quite a game. 14 points and 8 assists right now. And for her, she had 10 assists against Lake Erie and 9 against Felician. But this is her 3rd highest assist total of the season thus far. And nice trip from Palmer. She goes 2 of 2, and the Redhawks have not missed a free throw all game.
No. And then if you're Molloy, you don't want to really put them there.
Lions have handled that well also. 8 of 9 for Molloy, so the two teams combining to miss just 1 all day. Sanchez feeding inside to Hippner. Back outside, and they play catch. Now inside to Hudson, and again, that free throw line is open for the Lions.
It's been open all day, whether they play man or zone.
Muller and Hudson especially, it seems like, have really found success in that free throw line area for those jumpers. Hudson's now got 17. And this pass was tipped out on the way and lands in the stands on the far side. Of course, it will stay with Roberts. 67 all, 5:51 left in the 4th. Both teams shooting about 45% at the moment. DeCintio handing off for Haverlock, and it just seemed like Moore didn't give her the space to put her foot down.
They didn't give her a space. She didn't move, and now they're at the line for the rest of the game.
Yeah, we talked about it. There were 2 quick fouls by Molloy within the first 45 seconds of the quarter. And we said, maybe that's going to be a factor at some point, and now, of course, it is. 5th team foul, Haverlock at the line for 2, and points have been hard to come by for her. And here she just looks a little bit off today, perhaps missing that one well short. Stuck on 4 points today, although she's tried to make an impact other ways. 6 rebounds, 4 assists for Haverlock. Second one also short, and 1 back by Molloy. So first 2 free throw misses of the game for Roberts. Moore steps into a 3. Back iron. There is Muller. Nice rebound, and foul on the backside, and if it's against DeCintio, that's number 4 for her.
Yeah. That's one of those plays. Why even take a chance? If the player has the ball, don't reach in? Because even if she didn't foul her, they're going to call it.
So again, Coach Clifford is staying with DeCintio to trust her. Sanchez misses the shot. Hippner trying to pull down the rebound and tied up by Dow. Possession arrow will keep it with Molloy. Late sub coming in here for Roberts. And they have to go and grab DeCintio out of this game. Madeline Mahoney checking back in, the freshman. I was about to ask you if Molloy should try to go right at her and see if she'd pick up that fifth.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So Coach Clifford making sure they can't do that by getting DeCintio out of the game for now. Down to 10 seconds to shoot. Moore works around the screen, finds Hudson. Three-point shot is good. Trinity Hudson's got 20, and it's a 3-point lead for Molloy. Dow, nice move, gets inside, back iron, tapped around. Palmer, nice rebound. Great hustle shown by her. It looked like almost a guaranteed rebound there. And Coach Clifford not happy with how that was looking, so he gets a timeout to make sure they hang on to the possession.
Yeah, Palmer, again, the little things, right? Big rebound, and then nobody goes to her for the ball. Like, what do you expect her at her size going to dribble the ball? You got to go to her. And I think that's why he had to take a timeout.
So another 30-second timeout. We will keep it here, under 5 to play, and a 3-point game. And I guess in a game like this, does it feel like whoever maybe gets an extra stop or two, is that what's going to decide this contest?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what it's going to come down to, because both teams are shooting, you know, and it's like who's hot, who's not on each team. That's what it's going to come down to. And for Molloy, I would keep looking for Hudson and Muller. And for the Red Hawks, you're going to look for DeCentio to start heating up again.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet for DeCintio in the second half especially. The lead is 3 for Molloy. DeCintio outside for Freeman, who's back in the game. The kick to Palmer, 3 on the way is good. Palmer knocks it down, and she's got 9 in the contest.
I don't think too many people in the gym saw that coming.
Palmer 0 for 14 in her career from three-point range coming into today. And what a time to hit one. Lions try to answer with Muller. That's no good. She gets her own rebound right up to the hoop and draws the contact. And again, Muller goes down hard. She's been clobbered a few times today. Also went hard into the stands a few moments ago. And hopefully she'll be able to continue here. And a little bit slow getting up, but it will be Muller as long as she's able to, going to the line for 2. So 4:22 on the clock. 2 free throws on the way. As we said, both teams have done well. 8 of 10 for Roberts, 8 of 9 from the charity stripe for Molloy, as Muller here fixing her shoe tie before she heads to the line and buying herself perhaps a little bit of extra time. And Coach Pelicane is making sure she's okay to shoot. 4 players in double figures for Molloy. Muller and Hudson each with over 20 points, I should say. Moore and Sanchez each with 10. And the first one is good here for Muller. She's up to 23, which extends her career high in a Molloy uniform. Second one upcoming is up and good for Muller. And free throws sometimes can also be a big deciding factor in a game if you can hit more of them than the other team down the stretch, especially a tight conference game like this. Good hands by Muller, but falls to DeCintio. She'll pop for 3 and look like a bit of a chuck from that angle, but almost went in.
It was like NBA range. She threw it like a baseball. Yeah. Huh?
Just a quick launch by DeCintio. That close here. Muller again trying to exploit that free throw line area. No good. But Hudson a big rebound. Back inside to Hudson. Outside to Sanchez. For Hypner. Now inside to Hudson. And she is fouled.
That's where you want to go if you're Molloy. Go right back to Hudson. Look for that roll.
And that was almost what we were talking about before, right? Hypner comes out. It leaves some space there in the paint. And this time she turns to face, sees Hudson going right in there, and makes a good pass.
Makes a good pass. And now she's at the line. And that's her game, right? Roll to the basket.
Hudson has been 3 of 3 from the stripe today. On the season, about 76% hits the first. And give some credit to Hypner today. Only 4 points, but 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 blocks, and a steal. So she's chipped in a lot of other ways. Well. And a really big 2-for-2 trip now for Hudson. So Lions hitting their last 4 free throws to take care of business there. Haverlock on the outside. Spinning, drive and kick. Getting a wide open look for 3 is Galgano. No good. And Sanchez pulls down the board. The Redhawks have had some open looks, though, from the perimeter. That's got to concern Joe Pelicane a bit, I imagine. Halfway through the timer, here's Moore. Going all by herself. Janelle Moore for 2. It is a 6-point lead for the Lions. Freeman flying back the other way, and she took a bump. It won't matter if it was in the act because, of course, Roberts in the bonus. And so 2 shots on the way for Freeman.
Yeah, it's amazing, funny, rather, like coaching, right? Coach Clifford, it's a foul. Joe Pelicane, she didn't touch her.
First one is up and good from Freeman, who was 2 of 2 entering this trip. She's been over 80% on the season. Here comes the second one from Freeman. And that one is good as well. Palmer and Anthony checking back in, replacing Galgano and Dow. And here we see another bit of a change from Roberts, going to a 2-2-1 here.
Yeah, and I think Coach is going more defensively here, too.
Yeah, he takes Dow out of the game, and she's been one of their best offensive players. And
that's why.
Here they almost get a turnover, and here Anthony winds up with maybe her hip or her leg on the line, but immediately you have to say that 2-2-1 almost paying dividends for Roberts Wesleyan. So the Lions, I think, a bit fortunate there that they keep possession. And a fresh shot clock here, I guess, because they say the Roberts player grabbed possession and then went out of bounds. So that would be the reason for the fresh 30. And Joe Pelicane will take a 30-second timeout. 2:41 left to go in the contest. And Coach, I'm going to put you in your coaching shoes now. You get this timeout here. You have possession for Molloy. Who are you looking for on the offensive end here to try to get some separation in this game?
Probably Trinity Hudson. I think work that, maybe run a little high-low there or bring Muller off some screens. And, again, you're up 4 points. I wouldn't go right away either.
Yeah.
Work it around a little bit. They may even and try and even draw a foul going down there.
And in a situation like this, are you also talking defense in this huddle?
Yeah, absolutely.
What happens if we make it or miss it here, I guess?
Right, and then who the keys are defensively that you have to guard. So you know who the shooters are. Number 11. Let me get her name. She hasn't played well.
Yeah, Haverlock. Yeah.
Right. So I wouldn't even concern myself with her. If she scores, she scores. See, like that.
Tough turnover for Hudson. Freeman stops in traffic, and then Anthony is fouled from the backside. And Lions actually did a good job of getting back against Freeman to prevent an easy lay-in on the fast break, but then it is Muller who comes in and fouls Anthony from the backside. So Paris Anthony at the line for 2, where she is a 69% free throw shooter entering today, and her first attempts of the game so far. First one rattles out.
The other thing, if Molloy may look to do, is pull it out and get them out of this zone. Pull them out of the zone. Get them that they have to play man. Then you can run your backdoor stuff and your open jump shot stuff.
Second one will rattle in for Anthony, so 3-point game, and again we see that pressure coming from the Redhawks. Moore trying to dribble it and is going to do it herself. Up ahead to Hippner, laying it in for 2.
Again, run the floor, right? Moore's going to find you.
And that is the risk-reward balance of bringing that heat in the backcourt, is sometimes if they beat it, it's an easy 2, and that's what it was for Hippner. Freeman's shot is no good. Big rebound by Sanchez. Then she is fouled by Palmer. And I believe that is the 5th team foul against Roberts, so 2 shots upcoming here for Sanchez. Sanchez will go to the line where she has surprisingly had her struggles this season. Only 48% this year. Last year she was a 76% free throw shooter for St. Rose, so I think that's a lot closer to where you'd expect her to be. But hits the first. So both teams in the bonus. Sanchez goes 2 for 2. It is a 7-point game with 2:03 to go. Palmer has to make way here. She's got 3 team fouls, and here Joe Pelicane is going to bring some heat. Have not seen much pressure defense from Molloy all game.
I think the thing is they want to slow Freeman down.
They force her into a rushed shot. That's a miss. Rebounded by Moore. Moore up the floor. Saw a bit of a lane. Tried to go by herself. It wouldn't go. And then on the jump ball, it will go to Roberts Wesleyan. And perhaps there a chance for Moore to work some extra clock with only a couple of possessions seemingly left in this game.
Right. And the thing is, if you're Molloy, you have the 7-point lead. You want to slow it down and be methodical. Run your offense through. Or whatever your 2-minute offense is, run it through.
And again, the Lions bring some heat, and they get it into Galgano, and Galgano gets it across. Hands off now for DeCintio. Inside for Dow. Hippner with a big block, number 5 in the game for Hippner, and it is last off of Dow. What a defensive stand there, and Coach Clifford now taking a timeout. His final, check that, he'll have 1 remaining. Joe Pelicane has 1 remaining as well. But with a full timeout on the floor, we will step aside here. A 7-point lead for Molloy with 1:35 to go here at Quealy.
Casey's Kitchen and Cocktail is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. Looking for great food close to campus? Casey's is open 7 days a week for dinner with plenty of salads, sandwiches, and entrees to choose from. Casey's is also open for lunch Thursday through Sunday and for Sunday brunch. On- and off-site catering is available for all of your needs. For more information, visit caseysrvc.com. At Casey's, you're only a stranger once. 23 North Park Avenue in Rockville Center.
The Schwartz Institute for Physical Therapy and Performance is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. The Schwartz Institute for Physical Therapy and Performance is a full-service sports injury center for rehabilitation, strength and conditioning, and sports enhancement training. The Schwartz Institute has 17 years of experience with athletes. Call 516-798-9605 for more information.
Back here at Quealy, Tom Verdi alongside Brian McAvoy, and Coach, just 3 of 11 shooting for Roberts Wesleyan in this fourth quarter, as it seems like they haven't been clicking as well on offense here in the fourth.
No, they haven't. And the key is DeCintio. She hasn't hit too many shots.
Hippner keeps the ball as the Lions had a chance to maybe go right to the hoop, but instead they work some extra clock here. You have to say that's probably the right call. Down to 10 seconds now to shoot. Sanchez will initiate finally. Goes up left hand, no good. Never hit the rim though. So only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. But again, the Lions using almost all of the 30 at least on this possession.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. And then maybe they'll foul you.
Molloy has had a couple of really quick looks off of these inbounds play. We'll see if they get another one here. Into Sanchez. Quick pop for three. No good. And the rebound by Anthony. She's up the floor. Anthony to DeCintio. Freeman for three. No good. That was a pretty good look. But Freeman not able to hit.
Wide open look there. She just didn't hit the basket.
Palmer is going to check back in for Haverlock. And again, a frustrating day for her with just 4 points. Team's leading scorer coming in. And someone who's had success against Molloy in the past. Lions again get it across the timeline fairly easily, and Roberts not fouling up to this point, but now they finally do. So it'll be against Freeman, and it'll be Sanchez going to the line to shoot.
Getting back to Havelock, she just didn't get in the flow of the game for whatever reason, whether Molloy took her out knowing she was the high scorer against them, but just was not in the flow.
This one is up and good for Sanchez. So again, the Lions, give them credit. Now 15 of 16 from the free throw line today, and that's been one of the big differences, I'm sure, as the game's gone on. Just keep making their free throws. Second one is also good. So the lead is up to 9 with under a minute to play. Freeman. They try to go to DeCintio, and Janelle Moore was all over that one. Heck of a play by Moore on the perimeter there. Seemed like they were maybe trying to draw it up for DeCintio's three-point shot. Now into Freeman. Freeman will drive, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Hudson, and they foul her right away, but the clock is now becoming a big, big problem for Roberts Wesley, and down to 31.3 to go. And a chance for Trinity Hudson to make this an 11-point game with 2 free throws. We talked about this two-headed monster today for Molloy. 24 for Muller, and now 23 for Hudson with a chance to go to 24 with this second free throw here.
And then when you add in Hipner, the offenses she gives is a bonus, right, defensively. So you have 3 taller players. Like, what other teams in this conference has that coming down the stretch?
Some absolutely exceptional performances today. Trinity Hudson, 24 and 15 rebounds for a double-double. Janelle Moore, 12 points and 14 assists for a double-double. So what a game from Janelle Moore. 24 points for Samantha Muller. And also 14 from Isabel Sanchez. So again, 4 players in double figures for these Lions, who have also gone 18 of 19 from three-point range. Roberts Wesleyan led by a career-high 20 from Grace Dow, but she's been stuck on 20 for a while now.
Yeah, I think what we saw too, Molloy made an adjustment there. They put somebody on her, because coming into this game, her points, whatever. But now all of a sudden she's scoring, you got to pay attention, and they did that. They took her away.
Also, 15 points for Freeman, who's been a huge factor for Roberts. 14 for DeCintio, although again, I believe she may have had 12 in the first half and only 2 so far in the second half. So a little bit quiet from her. And, of course, maybe the biggest story, Haverlock, team's leading scorer at 14 a game with just 4 points in this contest. So I imagine they'll have to look for some three-point shots now at this stage of the game. DeCintio will inbound here. Gets it into McKnight. We've seen her pop from 3. Now they go back outside to McKnight. Not much there. Left side, left corner 3 is open. 2 short. Rebound battled for. Sanchez comes up with it. They're trying to get a trap. They can't really afford to foul at this point. Moore gets it across the line, and that should just about do it here. Although DeCintio fouling out with a late foul there on Hudson. Maybe that was out of frustration more than anything else.
I think it was. In the second half, we didn't see DeCintio get to that spot, right? She had that spot. What happened? They didn't find her, or whatever happened there? Molloy maybe did take that away from her.
So again, it looks like for the Lions, they are about to win their 5th straight game. And as we talked about these seasons being marathons, it's not always how you start, or maybe they didn't have the start that they wanted exactly, but seem to be playing some of their best ball this season right now, heading into the real meat and potatoes of the conference slate.
Right. In addition to that, Molloy plays a very tough non-league schedule.
Yeah.
And there's reasons for that. There's some teams, there's some schools that will play teams they know they're going to beat. But Molloy plays a tough non-league, which gets you ready for your league. I think it works, and it seems to work.
Yeah, we saw them early in the season against that Jefferson team that returned pretty much their whole team from being an East Region finalist team last year, and that was one of the toughest tests early, but a nice win for the Lions in a game that felt like it really could have gone either way for most of it, and they come away with an 85-73 win here.
Yeah, it could have went either way, and Wesley, they played hard.
Yeah.
They came here, they played very hard. They made shots in the beginning, they were rebounding, they were running, and then Molloy adjusted or whatever. That was the game right there.
So the Lions pick up their 3rd win in ECC play, go to 3-3, and depending on how the rest of the results shake out today, with the 3 teams ahead of them with 3 wins, Mercy, Stack, and DeUville could find themselves in the top 4 potentially after today's results. So a very nice win for Joe Pelican and his team. Again, some of the big stats from today: 25 and 15 for Trinity Hudson. She was outstanding. Janelle Moore, 12 points and 14 assists for a double-double. Samantha Muller, a career high in a Molloy uniform with 24 in this game. And also a season high for Sanchez with 14 to go along with 8 rebounds, as again the Lions hold on for the 85-73 win. Coach, any final thoughts on this one before we get ready for the men's game?
I think there's all good, to win a conference game in your home building. That's what you want to do. You want to win in your building, go 500 on the road. And Molloy is rounding out now. They're rounding out.
And so we just got word as well that the 14 assists, a program single-game record for Janelle Moore today. So how about it? 12 points and 14 helpers to set a single-game record. So congratulations to Janelle. Certainly a big factor in the team's win here today. But don't go anywhere. We hope for as good of a game as we saw in game number 1 coming up in game 2 of our doubleheader tip-off between the Molloy men and the Roberts Wesleyan men about 30 minutes away. Keep it right here on the ECC Network.